a sight from my soul.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Just kidding. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd put Penelope in the intro just to make your guys' day, because who doesn't want to see this adorable little face? Anyways guys, it's Zai. Welcome back to my channel once again. I can't believe it's taken me this long to make this video. You know, with all the recent messages I've been getting, a lot of you guys are really new to the military community, and by new, your significant others haven't even left BMT yet. So I thought I'd put together this survival guide on how to basically keep busy, along with an app called Sandbox. If you guys haven't heard of it, I'll go into detail about it when we start this video. Basically, how to survive when your military member, significant other, is gone for those 7 to 10 weeks. So with that said, let's get started with the video. So like I just mentioned, there is this app called Sandbox. Now, I wasn't fortunate enough to know this prior to Steven leaving to basic training. He actually I didn't find out about the app until he mailed me a letter telling me about the app. And then when he told me, I finally downloaded it and started using it. Basically, what this app does, it's a quicker way to send letters to not only your significant others or military members in BMT, but also those who are deployed, and just any military addresses around the world. So I thought that this app was super amazing and honestly really convenient, because I could mail him a lot more. I could message him every day basically, or mail him letters, because now I didn't have to constantly go to the post office, buy stamps. I could seriously, it felt like I was texting him a letter, and that's basically what I was doing. You do have to buy, it's either a bundle, and they give you guys the breakdown on their website, and I'll link all of that below, or you can pay $3.99 per letter. I'm pretty sure I did the bundle though, because I knew I was going to be sending him a lot of letters, so that's what I did. You can also send photos within those letters, and it saves within, it's like a profile almost. It saves all the letters that you sent them previously, so when they do mail you back, so they actually have to send you back a physical letter, but you mail them through the app. So just so you don't forget what you said, it saves all your previous messages, which is really, really cool, because me having messaged him almost every day or mailed him a letter every day, I would be forgetful of what I said. So I always went back to those old letters as a reference. So just a quick tip for those of you who don't know that that's a thing: download the app. It's worth the money, trust me. And honestly, when your military member is away, especially for the very first time, I know that receiving those letters are something that they looked forward to the most at the end of the day. So just keep that in mind when you're considering how much to pay. Also, another thing that I did just to put in a little extra effort, what you guys want to do is send your military member, this is mainly for significant others because it's sort of intimate and sweet, but what I did is I actually had a mini photo shoot, but just with my iPhone, my friend. I didn't do anything extra, but I did dress up nice, had my hair done, and it was during the fall season, so the leaves and the trees were really pretty at a local park that we lived by, and I asked her just to take a few photos of me so that I can print them out, send them to Steven. I wrote him a physical letter and mailed it to him, and got little red lipstick and, you know, marked my letter with my lips. But just think about that too, is during these basic training weeks, letters are all they look forward to. My husband's stepbrother is actually in the Navy, so he went through the whole BMT process before Steven did, and he was actually the one that kept bugging me about it. You know, you need to send Steven a photo. Have you sent Steven a photo? With photos though, I have been told, and Steven told me this too, what you guys don't want to do is send your significant other nudes. I know some people that have gotten away with it, but what you don't want to do is send them nudes, just because if they get caught, they will be in serious amounts of trouble. Also, another thing that I just thought about, and this goes for parents, anyone that is planning on mailing them, I don't know, food or chocolates. I've just heard really crazy stories where if a family member sends, say they send them a bunch of snacks. I've heard this horror story of the drill instructors making that person eat the entire box of snacks in that one sitting if there weren't enough for everyone else. So I don't know how extreme they are in there. I do know that they're a little rough, but just keep that in mind. Don't send them anything unnecessary. I'm sure that your military members will let you know that too. Just stick to sending them letters and photos, of course. Photos are fine, just as long as they aren't anything provocative. You guys should be okay. So that wasn't really a survival tip, but just a general tip. Something that you do want to do though, and strongly consider, is I know being away from your significant other, especially if it's your first time, can be really tough, and you may just want to be in bed all day, not talk to anyone, or who knows, you could be the complete opposite and just want to be with people all the time. For me, I definitely needed the balance of both. I definitely needed my alone time, but I also needed to hang out with people, whether that was my family or my friends, going out to lunch, doing just something as simple as that, going out for a cup of coffee, going to the park, just doing things with other people just to get your mind off of the fact that your significant other is gone. Is highly recommended. Don't just stay home all day. I promise you, doing that will make you just feel so much worse, and the days will feel so much longer. Just spend your days with good people. That's the best advice that I could give you on that subject, but that is what I did, and surrounding myself with that positive and supporting environment really did help the days pass by, or the weeks pass by really fast. So for the third tip, something that I really do suggest you guys do is try something new while your significant other is gone. A few of the things that I tried to do were learning how to cook, learning how to meditate. That's when I was fairly new at meditation, and journaling. I did a lot of journaling just to express myself on paper. If I didn't want to talk to someone about it, I just wrote it all down. Another thing is to challenge yourself mentally. This is a really good time to do that because you have no other distractions. I mean, you do have work or school, but you're basically single for 7 weeks. And when I say that, I don't mean go cheat on your significant other, but you have no one else to think about but yourself, unless you have kids. Okay, I'm getting off track right now. But anyways, challenge yourself mentally. For the Air Force, their basic training is about 7 weeks. So for those 7 weeks, I wanted to completely do a 180 or 360, whatever the saying is, for myself. I wanted to really challenge myself and be a different person when Steven came out of BMT. So something that I did to really help the weeks go by faster is, one, I worked out every single morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. I still can't believe I still had that much self-discipline back then. I don't know how I did it, but I need to get back on that. But also I did a 21-day meditation challenge, which is basically where I made sure I meditated every single morning as soon as I woke up for 21 days. And I've mentioned this in several videos before, that doing that changed my mindset so much. And I wouldn't even just say my mindset, but I really did feel a calmness within myself. It was so strange because I felt so much less reactive. I felt more at ease with myself. It was It was the strangest but best feeling ever, and I could go on and on about that. But find something that challenges you. That was something that really challenged me, was waking up early. You know, and that's the thing, is I woke up early, which made the days longer, which made the weeks kind of feel longer. But I didn't want him leaving being the excuse of me not doing anything and being sad. I wanted to do more, I wanted to do better, so that when he did come out and we talked and he asked me, you know, what did you do while I was gone? I wasn't just gonna be like, oh, I stayed and cried in bed all day. No, I did things for myself. I made sure that I took care of myself. So that's something really important that you guys wanna think about before your significant other leaves for basic training. Set goals so when they leave, those weeks pass by in the blink of an eye. This is my last tip for you guys, and that is to practice self-care. Self-care is something I value very much, and it is my main goal for this year of 2019. You know, with self-care, I feel like people think that they really lack that area because they feel like they have to do, I don't know, just so much extra, when really it's just, you can honestly just take a few deep breaths a day when you feel yourself stressing out and consider that self-care. You can drink tea, watch a movie, and consider that self-care. On Sunday nights, you wanna put on a face mask, just practice a bunch of skincare, just have like a little spa day for yourself. That's self-care too. Being outside more was something that I tried to prioritize, especially during working hours, because I worked in a small box doing lashes hours on end, and my little studio had no windows. So being outside was definitely a priority, so I didn't lose it. And I just honestly am that person that loves to be outside. But being outside definitely did help me clear my mind and feel more at ease. I also took that time to, like I said, journal and reflect on my life and goals that I wanted, future aspirations. If you guys don't know where your life is headed together, you know, there are a lot of people, just like in my situation, where he left a basic training and we didn't know what was gonna happen between us. We didn't know if we just wanted to separate in the end. I mean, I knew that I didn't, but if he wanted to, I wasn't. There's a difference between fighting for someone and just letting someone be and live their lives, and I didn't want to be that wall and then just having to stick with me. So we didn't know what we wanted to do yet, if we wanted to stay together or be apart, but obviously when he came back, we decided we wanted to be together. But really sit and reflect on your life. Don't focus on all the negative. Think of all the positive that can come out of whatever situation may happen, whatever path your life may take. But in those weeks, don't forget to take care of yourself. If you need a few days to cry, I know I definitely did, because it was the beginning, it was the first time that we'd ever been separated, and I think it was just the first two, it may have just been the first day that I just cried like all night. But the first week, it was definitely the hardest. Living alone was also really hard. So just that first week, I really let everything out and just took that time to myself, and I told myself, this is okay, this is normal. Everyone that goes through this process feels the way that you do. But whatever you do, don't just sit around in bed all day and mope. It's only gonna make the weeks go by a lot slower, and you honestly won't feel better by doing that. It's okay sometimes, but the whole 7 to 10 weeks, however long, whatever branch that they're in, just take care of yourself. Well, that is it for my BMT survival guide. I hope that I answered maybe a lot of the questions that you guys were thinking about. If I missed anything, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I'll make sure to respond to you and let you know about my experience. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye guys.